Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the top 5 best laptop mouse. Starting at number 5. Anywhere 3. Despite its smaller size, the MX Anywhere 3 mouse is essentially a smaller version of the MX Master 3, also on this list. These mice share many features, including dual wireless connectivity, hyper-fast scroll capabilities, programmable buttons and flow support for moving your cursor between two computers on the same network. The battery will last for up to 70 days on a full charge, and a quick 3-minute charge of the battery can get you through a workday. It's also comfortable to use the buttons despite its small size, and, perhaps most importantly, it can be used on just about any surface, including glass, so don't worry about a mousepad. The MX Anywhere 3 comes in a couple of versions. There's the standard universal version that works with Windows, macOS, iPadOS, Chromeos and Linux computers via Bluetooth or Logitech's unifying USB dongle, which is included. MX Anywhere 3 for Mac works only via Bluetooth and is optimized for Macs and iPads. Shipping soon, both mice are available in pale gray, and MX Anywhere 3 is also offered in rose and graphite. Read more about the MX Anywhere 3 mouse. Read more about the MX Anywhere 3 mouse. Read more about the MX Anywhere 3 mouse. For more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 4. Razer Basilisk V2. The Basilisk V2 is the wired mouse that I'd recommend to people who want the advantages of a modern Razer wired mouse, like the thin, braided SpeedFlex cable, fast performance, PTFE feet that let the mouse glide across your mousepad, and, of course, LEDs. Despite having a design that might not fit well in everyone's hands, it's a smaller mouse that has more features than the DeathAdder V2. For instance, the Basilisk V2 has a removable sniper button that's easy to reach. Perhaps my favorite feature here is the scroll wheel that has an adjustable tension. It's not quite as cool as the Logitech G502's free spinning wheel, but you'll probably love it if you want a custom feel to your wheel. One of the best things about this mouse is that it has most of the same features found in the more expensive Basilisk Ultimate, Razer's wireless version of this mouse. Halfway of my listed number 3. DeathAdder V2. A great wired mouse doesn't need countless features. It just needs to be extremely good at the fundamentals, including being comfy enough to use for hours at a time with games that require quick reflexes, having a simple assortment of buttons that take little to no time to master, and, of course, great performance. If this matches what you want in a mouse, the $70 Razer DeathAdder V2 is the one you want. Of all the wired gaming mice that I tested for this buying guide, no other mouse felt like a more natural extension of my hand. That's crucial when you're playing a game that requires precision, and it's good to have when you just want to feel support while you're using your computer in general. Note: it's worth mentioning before digging into specs that this mouse is rather large. If you want something a little smaller, but with the same design perks, check out the $49.99 DeathAdder V2 Mini. It doesn't have the same sensor as the larger model, topping out at 8,500 dpi versus 20,000, but the complimentary grip tape that's included is a small consolation. What's inside of the DeathAdder V2 mouse plays an equal role in it being my top choice. It has Razer's Focus Plus optical sensor with 20,000 dpi and up to 650 inches of travel per second. You can switch between custom DPI settings with the buttons near the scroll wheel, and this mouse supports multiple profiles that you can toggle on the bottom of the mouse, each with its own setting that you can modify using Razer's Synapse desktop software. This makes it easy to create up to 5 profiles for people you might share the mouse with, or to make distinct profiles for work and play, or an individual profile for each game you play. And once the profiles are stored, you can swap between them on other computers, whether the Razer software is installed or not. The DeathAdder V2 has a few other design touches that make it a joy to use compared to other mice. Razer's SpeedFlex braided cable essentially nixes the likelihood of it snagging on your mousepad by using a different kind of fabric and knitting pattern than other brands. It has PTFE feet that will help it glide smoothly across your mousepad. When it comes to longevity and durability, Razer claims the DeathAdder V2's optical switches are rated for up to 70 million clicks. Razer also uses these features in several of its other mice, but the information further sweetens the deal here. 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 But the information coming in at number 2. Logitech G502. If $150 is too much for you to spend on Logitech's wireless G502 Lightspeed, you might want to consider this wired version, the G502 Hero. It has the same design as our pick for the best gaming mouse actually. It's basically the same in almost every way, down to the kind of sensor it uses and its adjustable weights. That makes it almost as good, though some might take issue with its thick braided cable and the somewhat slippery plastic use. And number 1. Corsair Dark Core. Corsair's latest high-end wireless gaming mouse comes dangerously close to dethroning our top pick. The Dark Core RGB Pro SE has a comfortable ergonomic build with a high arch that makes it easy to relax with during long gameplay sessions or to power through work. Its design is less angular and sharp-looking than the G502 Lightspeed, so you might take to it more quickly based on looks alone. Though, when I'm not paying attention to how the two mice differ in appearance, they feel equally comfortable. It's worth noting that this mouse is much more affordable than our top pick. Though it's listed at $140 through Corsair, Best Buy regularly sells it for $90 and sometimes less. For the price, it's impressive that it has a few features up on Logitech's mouse. It offers USB-C charging and supports Qi wireless charging if you have a wireless charger. Some smaller but equally welcome features here come in the form of that removable magnetic wing I just mentioned, which snaps onto its right side to let me comfortably rest my ring and pinky fingers on. The textured, grip-friendly sections at the palm and near the thumb are also great. Like the G502 Lightspeed and many other mice in this guide, the Dark Core also has smooth PTFE feet that easily glide across a mouse pad. The Dark Core held up nearly just as well in-game as Logitech's mouse above, though the omission of two features made me miss using the G502 Lightspeed. It doesn't have a dedicated sniper button, and there were a few instances where the model that I tested had a squeaky left mouse button. I don't think it made a noise more than once every few hundred clicks, and it was tough to replicate it when I tried. But that didn't leave the best impression for a brand new mouse. Also, I found that the battery life, while decent, wasn't quite as long-lasting as the G502 Lightspeed. This isn't a big issue if you can effortlessly rest it on a wireless charger to top up, but it's a shortcoming nevertheless. Outside of the price differences, these two play a game of teeter-totter with features. Depending on who you ask, the Dark Core might have one or two up on the G502 Lightspeed. But for more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you found it helpful. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below.